And there we have the all-clear signal. Bunny on the spin. Race 1. The Dry's End racing away in its 6th. The first to show Black Spinny Earl of 5 powering up with 3 and 1. So 5-3-1. Folsom Blue, Soxy Thompson, Terry's Angel as we head out now towards the backstretch, and it's 5 narrowly. 5 are pressed by 1, Folsom Blue and Terry's Angel. Debutantes are 1 and 2 as we come round toward the final bend. 1 kicks on Terry's Angel, 1 by a lane to 5 Folsom Blue. They're chased by 3 and 2. Soxy Thompson, Smiling Dara now in towards the home stretch, and 1 is supposed to pull away. 1 takes 7 5. And 3 was third, 1-5 and 3. So scoring at the first attempt for Mr. F. Bithell. It's track 1, the winner, Terry's Angel, beating 5, Folsom Blue, and at 3, Soxy Tops, 1-5 and 3. And the official result for race 1, winning greyhound, track 1, Terry's Angel. Second, track 5, Folsom Blue. Third, track 3, Soxy's Tops, 1-5 and 3. And the complete order to finish race 1, 1-5-3, 2, 6 and 4. 1-5-3, 2, 6 and 4, winning time 29.11 to 9.11. Distances 2.5 lengths, 1.5, 3/4, 2.5 and 2 lengths. On we go to race number 2, that's at 7:35 in the class of A8. And the vote for this race goes to Trip 2 Blue Knows Best. Decent debut just a few days ago, finishing 4th, but did make trouble making the swing round towards the home stretch. The clock was decent under the circumstances, 29.20. We think that he's capable of dipping below that 29-second barrier tonight with a nice, clear round. More than likely, he'll save his best work for the second half of proceedings. So, fingers crossed that he corners the first 2 bends nice and cleanly without mishap, and then that second half onslaught we await. So, for race number 2, the 7:35, selection trap 2, Blue Knows Best. Greyhounds going forward and being placed into the starting traps. Race 2. Belto's Bunny on the spin. Let's rise, and we are racing 3 and 4. Tick-Tock Gun and Wellfield Holly. 3 altogether from 526. 1 is just about marker, heading out toward the far side, and it's 3 who shows in pole pitch, Tick-Tock Gun. And it's 3-6 there, wide there, and now at least 2 and 4 in pole position, Blue Nose Nest and Wellfield Holly. It's 2 and 4. Here comes 1 staying on, no bonus, and now round to the final bend. It's 2 by a length from 1. Blue Nose Best, no bonus, in towards the home stretch, where 2 has 1 for company. Up to the bow we go, and 2 just keeps 1 at bay. 4 was third. 2 on 4, Blue Nose Best, no bonus, and Wellfield Holly, 2, 1 and 4. The official result for race 2, victory trap 2, Blue Nose Best. Second trap 1, no bonus. Third trap 4, Wellfield Holly, 2, 1 and 4. And the complete order of finish race 2, 2, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 3. 2, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 3. Any time 29.11 to 9.11. Distances half a length. 1 3/4. 7 lengths, 3/4 and 18 lengths. One Egmont Glen for Mr. A. Scrimshaw. Trap 2, Pantacana for Mr. R. and Mrs. M. Millward. Trap 3, Silver Saint, owners Messrs. Llewellyn and Slinger. Trap 4, Tick-Tock Tick for Mr. D. Heaton. Trap 5, Corey's Lady, Mrs. B. Heaton, the owner. And finally in Trap 6, Jersey's Love for Mr. P. Taylor. Greyhounds 4, race 3, as we approach the start. greyhounds go forward into the starting trips for the 750, A4 being the grade. Beltels, Bunny on the spin for race 3. Lead rise and we race away. 3 Silver Saint. 3 by lane from 2 Punta-Cana, followed by 4 and 1. Tick Tock Tick and Eggman Glen as we head out towards the far side. 3 in control, Silver Saint. We've got a long way clear now. 3 clear by some 4 lengths to 1 and 4. Eggman Glen, Tick Tock Tick, 2 in trouble and now towards the rear Punta-Cana. But it's all Silver Saint as we head round towards the final bend and in towards the home straight. 3 Silver Saint won the first phase battle and scores handsomely from 1, 2 was third. 3-1-2, the outcome, Silver Saint beating Egmont Glen and Punta-Cana, 3-1 and 2. And the official result for race 3, winner, trap 3, Silver Saint. Second, trap 1, Egmont Glen. Third, trap 2, Punta-Cana, 3-1 and 2. Price-wise on the tote, joint favourites, the inside pair, 1 and 2. Soul is 1 wearing red. Toe the line in blue, 15 to 8 joint favourites. Of course, trap 2 being our selection here. Darcy's Dancer in trap 3, 11 to 4. Trap 4, Fierce Frank, 4 to 1. And it's 11 to 2. Trap 5, Sub Lolls. And the same price, 11 to 2 about trap 6. Redstone Bodo, we've got 4 minutes to go now. 4 minutes to place your bets for this 5 past 8 in the class of A8. Greyhounds are race 4, trap 1, Soul is 1 for Messrs Klein and Garner. Trap 2, Toe the Line for the Iron Gate Syndicate. Trap 3, Darcy's Dancer, owners Messrs Llewellyn and Slinger. Trap 4, Fierce Rank, Mr MC Murray. Trap 5, Sup Lols, owned by Messrs Gill and Heaton. And finally in Trap 6, Redstone Bodoo for Mr J. M. Walton. Our greyhounds to race 4 as we turn and approach the starting traps. And greyhounds are going forward and being placed into the starting traps. There we have the all clear. Bunny on the spin. Race number 4. Let's rise down. We are racing 1 and 6 day pace up. Surly's 1. Redstone Bodoo is 2 and 3 in the centre lane, comparing through and race on together. So Toe the Lane and Darcy's Dancer head down the far side. 2 suddenly escapes Toe the Line. It's 2 by 4 lengths from 4 Fierce Rank, and then we have 1 Soul is 1. But round to the final bend here, Toe the Line, a useful lead of 4 to 5 lengths, are in towards the home straight. 2 Toe the Line will win very impressively. 2 wins it for second, 1 was third. 2, 4 and 1 Toe the Line, Fierce Rank, and Soul is 1. 2, 4 and 1. The official whistle for race 4. Victory, trap 2, Toe the Line. Second, trap 4, Fierce Frank. And third, trap 1, Soul is 1. 2, 4 and 1. And the complete order of finish race 4, 2, 4, 1, 5, 6 and 3. 2, 4, 1, 5, 6 and 3. Winning time 28, 51 to 8.51. Distances 6 1/4. 1 length. Again 1 length. Short head 2 1/4. Trap 1, Skippy's Molly, owned by Mr. B. McNeil. Trap 2, Rosario Girl for Mr. G. Rutherford. Trap 3, Adamant Nile, Miss K. Walton. Trap 4, Lucida Hay, Mr. D. H. Parker. Trap 5, May Cottage for Mrs. Kirshen Llewellyn. And finally in Trap 6, with Log Hill for Mr. M. J. Siddall. Greyhounds for race 5 as we approach the start. Greyhounds being placed into the starting traps. Race number 5. Last greyhound going in, which will be Swift Luck Hill in black and white stripes. In he goes, all set. Beltos, Bunny on the spin. They'd rise, the hands they break away, and it's 3 Adamant now. 3 by half and 2, 4, 1, 6, 5 is just the whip it in. Turning out toward the far side with 5 in trouble towards the Red May Cottage. We're down to 5 and now we have 4 in trouble. Lucida Hay. Halfway, 1 shows by 2 lengths. Skippy's Molly from 3 Adamant Nails. 6 is 3 lengths away in first with Huckle. As the hounds, then they go to the final corner is all 1. Skippy's Molly by 2.5 lengths from Adamant Nails. 6 runs on, but to no effect. 1 was it, 3 second and 6 was third. 1, 3 and 6, Skippy's Molly, Adamant Nile and Swift Luck Hill. 1, 3 and 6. the official result for race 5, winner trap 1, Skippy's Molly, second trap 3, Adamant Nile, third trap 6, Swift Luck Hill, 1, 3 and 6. And the complete order of finish race 5, 1, 3, 6, 2, 5 and 4. 1, 3, 6, 2, 5, 4, winning time 28.33 to 8.33. Distances 2.5 lengths, 3/4. 2 lengths, 3 1/4, 15 1/4. Drop 2, Telehouse Lassie, Mr. D. Hughes. Drop 3, Oodles and Oodles, Mrs. A. Murray. Drop 4, Egmont Del Boy, Mr. A. Grimshaw. Drop 5, Hallelujah Jordan, owners Messrs. Hampson and Morehouse. And trap 69 for Mr. R.W. Taylor. Greyhounds concerned for race 6, approaching the starting traps. And the greyhounds are being placed into the starting traps. Belto is money on the spin. Race 6. The drives, and we are racing. It's two Tallahassee Lassie. 2 by half from 6 and 1 D9. And Derry Hogan Robbie as we head to the far side. One has hit the front, Derry Hogan Robbie. Along the back stretch, it's 1. Derry Hogan Robbie by 2.5 lengths from 69. And then we have 2 and 3. Tallahassee Lassie and Oodles and Oodle. Around to the final bend here. It's all Derry Hogan Robbie. It's a case of how far here. We're turning in towards the home stretch. And Robbie wins, pulling away. 1 new winner, 5 was next second, and 6 was third. 1, 5 and 6, Derry Hogan Robbie beating Hallelujah Jordan, and D9, 1, 5 and 6. And the official result for race number 6, the winning greyhound, trap 1, Derry Hogan Robbie. Second, trap 5, Hallelujah Jordan. And third, trap 6, D9, 1, 5 and 6. And the complete order of finish race 6, 1, 5, 6, 3, 4, and 2. 1, 5, 6, 3, 4, 2. Winning time 28, 29 to 8.29. Distances at 6 3/4, half a length, 2.5, again 2.5, 1 3/4. Miss W.M. Hoare. Trap 5, Got to Dream, Miss T. Oosthausen. And trap 6, Agley's Champ, Mr. N.J. Saunders. Greyhounds to race 7, approaching the start. grey has been placed into the starting trips. Belto's money on the spin. This is race 7. Let's rise, and we're racing 5 and 6. Got to Dream, Agley's champ to the corner from 1. Shane Boy, Eve, and we go 4 and 3. Kits FC last as we head now to the far side. 3 in trouble, and 4th check as we head down the far side to the halfway of proceedings. And it is 5, Got to Dream, clear by 4 lengths to 1 and 4. Shane Boy, Eve, and Kits now round to the final bend. It's 5, Watson and Lockevo, 1 and 4, attempting to close. 6 runs on Agley's champ, up to the wire, where 5 Trez Waterbury hangs on. It's 5 just from 4, with 6 and 1 in the photograph for second place. So 5 hangs on, Got to Dream, beating trap 4 Kit, and we'll call a photograph to determine 3rd place. Trap 3 Wilmer's Boy of Mason and Monet. Trap 4 Tibetan Sunrise, Mrs. J. L. McComb. And trap 5 Kersal Mason on by Mason and Monet. Trap 6 of course vacant. Greyhounds will turn and make their way out towards the 590-metre start. 190-metre distance, so we start along the far side. S2 the grade as we load. Just about all housed. And there is the all clear signal bunny on the spin for race 8. Let's rise and away we go, and it's 1 Big Lily. 1 Big Lily, pursued by 2 Cut Loose and 5 Kersal Mason as we turn into the home stretch for the first time. 1 pressed by 2 and 5. He's now 1, 2, 5 in line with 4 just tucked him behind. 3 the back marker of the quintet. And now down the far side for the final time. It is 5 Kersal Mason. 5 shows by a length from 2 Cut Loose. Then we go 1 and 3 Big Lily and Wilmer's Boy go round to the final bend. It's 5 by a length from 2. Kersal Mason Cut Loose turning in towards the home stretch. 5 by a half from 2 to the wire goes. 1 stays on, but 5 will take the race from 2. 1 was 3rd. 5, 2 and 1. Kersal Mason Cut Loose and Big Lily. 5, 2 and 1. And the official result for race 8. Winner trap 5, Kersal Mason. Second trap 5, Cut Loose. Third trap 1, Big Lily. 5, 2 and 1. Race 9, trap 1, Solid Brenda, owned by Messrs. Llewellyn and Slinger. Trap 2, Ballymac Bon Jovi, Mr. D. Heaton. Trap 3, Mixed Dream, Mr. B.P. Edwards. Trap 4, Johnny Rondo for Mr. G.J. Crossley. Trap 5 is Belle Vue by Mr. D. Heaton. And finally in trap 6, 14 Bob for Miss J. Andrews. Greyhounds to race 9 as we slowly approach the start. There is the all-clear signal. Bunny on the spin. Race number 9. And racing for Johnny Rondo. 4 by half and 3 mixed dream. They go 2, 5, 6 line behind. 1 is just the bait marker as we head out toward the far side. Now 3 in total mixed dream, which leaves 4 Johnny Rondo. Clear by 2.5 lengths from 2 as 1 improves on the east side. Solid Render. Rounded off towards the final bend. It is 4 Johnny Rondo as 3 gets back into a full head of steam. Mixed stream coming in towards the house track stage. Johnny Rondo stays all day. It's 4. The winner pulling 11-3 and 6 was third. 4-3 and 6. 4-3, 6. Johnny Rondo, mixed stream and 14 Bob. 4-3 and 6. Tally Murray Rita, owned by Mr. M.C. Murray. Draft 3, Carmel Cause, Mr. K. Billington. Draft 4, Kilbride's Daisy, Mr. D.F. Gentile. Draft 5, Race Course Susu, Mrs. W. Magna. And Draft 6, After Milo, for Mr. J.S. Helam. Those are the greyhounds for race 10, slowly approaching the start. Traps. This A3 contest. Belter, Bunny on the spin for race number 10. And racing away. 1-3, Ventura Breeze and Karma Course. From 5, Race Course Susu. 3 has hit the front now, which is Karma Course. So Karma Course to the back straight shows by 1.5 lengths to 1 Venture Breeze. 5 on the wide outside, Race Course Susu as he past the halfway point. 2 also runs on Tally Murray Rita. We head round to the final bend and we've lost 1 now. 5 has been knocked over, Race Course Susu. But in towards the home stretch, it is 2 Tally Murray Rita. Squirrel by got 3 or 4 lengths. 2 wins in 1 second and 6 was third. 2 on 6, Tally Murray Rita, Ventura Breeze and After Milo. 2, 1 and 6. 3 Energized down for Messrs. Hines and Sharkey. Trap 4, Carmark Collision, owners Messrs. Parker and Warham. Trap 5, Balti Lounge and Uzai, Mr. D.H. Parker. And finally, in Trap 6, it's Raggle Ben, owned by the Spring Cross Sponges. Those are the greyhounds for race. Belter has Bunny on the spin for the main event of the evening. And as they're racing away, 4 Karma Collision, 4 by a length, 2-1 Shane Boy Tigger, then we go 2, 3 and 5 Manila Rose, Energize Dan, and Basalam Januzai by marker 6 Raggle Ben. Now racing down the far side way, pole position it is 4 Karma Collision, 4, but pressed all the time by 1 Shane Boy Tigger. It's 4 towards the outside, 1 has the rails, 5 2 lengths away, Basalam Januzai, in towards the home straight, 4 again, Cakes Karma Collision, and will take the main event with 1 and 5 in the photograph for second place. 4 winner making goal, Karma Collision, and it's a photograph for second. And the official result for race 11, victory for trap 4, Karma Collision. Second trap 1, Shane Boy Tigger. Third trap 5, Baltilam Janazai, 4, 1 and 5. Complete order finish to race 11, 4-1-5 at 3-6 and 2. 4-1-5, 3, 6 and 2. Winning time 28.05 to 8.05. Distances at 2.5 lengths, short head. 1 3/4, 3/4, 1 1/4. Mancini for Mr. M. Gale. Trout 3, Swift White, Mr. D. Heaton. Trout 4, Proud Darky for the Kersley Keggers. Trout 5, Skip His Maldini, Mr. B. McNeil. And finally in Trout 6, Windy Ventura, owned by Miss J. Andrews. Greyhounds for race 12 as we approach the starting traps. Checked over. Beltos, money on the spin, race 12, A2 is the grade. And hands they break away. 6 was fast, Windy Ventura. And will lead to the opening corner by a length from 4 and 3, Pro Darky, Swift White. As we turn out of the second bend. In pole position now is 6 Windy Ventura, 6 by 2 lengths from 3. Here comes Swift White, 2 right there as well, so is 1. Mr. Mancini and Whitten Tommy come round to the final bend. 4 knocked over there, but in towards the home stretch, it's 6 by a half from 3 up to the wire, and 3 pounces. 3 the winner, 6 second, and 5 was the third. 3, 6 and 5, Swift White, Windy Ventura and Skippy's Maldini, 3, 6 and 5. Race 13. Belto's Bunny on the spin for race 13. Let's rise and we're racing away. 3 climbing in a rear. It's 3 taken on by 1 towards the inside, 6 towards the outside. 4 is pacing them as well. 4 and 3 collide there as we head down the far side, approaching halfway. 1 shows. Will it ever end? By 2.5 lengths from 2 main brace. 4 back into 4 steam is Bolting Star coming round toward the final bend. 1 pressed by 2 and 4 with 5 right there as well. We're in towards the home stretch. 1, 2, 5 and 4 to the wire. We go and it's 5 who gets there. 5 you winner with 4, 1, 2 in a photograph for second place. Winner trap 5 Tibetan Breeze and a photograph for second. And the official result for race 13, the winner trap 5, Tibetan Breeze. Second trap 4, Bolting Star. Third trap 1, Will It Ever End? 5, 4 and 1.